Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. I mean, listen, I've dressed for the occasion, but it looks like we're going to be stung, doesn't it? It looks like we're going to be stung. JT is on his way, people. Humble Pie t-shirt, 49ers hat. What? Get away. Get away. I mean, I've worn it. It's all good, but really, didn't need to, really. It's all gone a little bit quiet and a little bit disappointing towards the end of this window. Because, of course, we have signed Ayo Tanaka. Big up. Is my mic on? You can hear me? Mic seems off. I better know what it is. It's because these have gone in. You give me 1 second. 1 second. Bet it is. Yeah, it's gone to the earbuds, man. What's going on here? Can you hear me better now? Is that better? Yeah, is that better? Is that better? It's because I got the AirPods in so I can put the cap on. Can you hear me now all right? I'm assuming. Yeah, good. Right, okay. Shall I do... Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. Well, just because. I put the Humble Pie t-shirt on. I've worn the 49ers hat. But, don't really need to, did I? Because 25 to 30 million was going to be spent. That was the bet. Sound like a tin of corned beef. It's me AirPods, man. But it's all gone a little bit quiet, hasn't it? It's all gone a little bit quiet. It's not gone again. Has it gone again? You're taking the piss. Really? No, it's not. It's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah. Listen, I think we will get... we will get what's-his-face. Isaac Schmidt. But outside of that, it doesn't look like we're going to push the button on the 10. Which is a little bit disappointing, to be honest. So all good. Listen, we are going to put the... I'm still waiting on JT. Still waiting on JT. He said he's firing up his thing. He's just late and he's feeding me lies. But we'll wait for him to come in. And just so I don't have any issues, I am going to switch over to my headset. Just bear with us 1 sec. Boom. Let me switch on. I'll just put it like this. All good? Yeah, I can hear. I'll wait for JT to come. So we're going to be doing the fans dialing. I am going to put the link in a second. Just some rules and regs. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Okay, you can do the odd swear, but we had some crazy takes last time, so keep it clean. No being personal towards either of the hosts. No attacks on other guests or anything like that. There will be a 5-minute timer as well. So we're going to have a 5-minute timer running alongside it. Let me see if I can actually... I wonder if I take this off here. 1 sec. Take that off there. This. Hang on. Why did I just move that? Should I move the timer? If I can move that, unlock it. Wait there. I'm going to have to do some madness here. Okay. So what if we just move this down here for the purpose of this? And then let's see when I bring in JT. Right, it's not big enough, cooking? Is it?
Whoa, pause.
I don't believe in
Why?
Yeah, let me see if I can...
Just make it...
And put it here? That's good.
Yeah, that's decent.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's not too shabby, Alonso.
Yeah, and then we just do that. You got 5 minutes, yeah? That'll do. That'll work.
That'll do, donkey. How are you, man? How are you?
Yeah, good, man. I mean, I've dressed for the occasion. I was supposed to be eating humble pie. I've got my 49ers hat. And ultimately, it hasn't worked, has it? We haven't spent the money that we wanted, bro. How are you feeling about it? We still might get
I'm
a 10.
dressed for the occasion myself, you could say as well. I'm dressed for the occasion because it is absolutely sweltering in here. Listen, it's been an interesting day. I felt so flipping out of it this morning. I don't know what it is. Everything's been catching up. I felt completely knocked out. And ironically, Leeds United were knocked out in transfer negotiations as well, because I was expecting to see some big things. I was expecting to wake up, see Roland Salai, Gustavo Hamer lining up in the shirts, and flipping now I'm hearing that after Schmidt, we're done.
It's going to be it, isn't it? Yeah.
But I feel like there's a twist, mate. There's always a twist and a turn. I mean, what did you make? I was a little bit shocked. I woke up and the first thing I see on Twitter is that we bid 30 million euros for that flipping...
that was bullshit, man.
I know it was. Yeah, I know it was absolute. I was getting ready to cook up a short on that one, and then
The link's being sent to members now, folks, because we'll get straight in. I mean, it's a long show, don't get me wrong. It's a long show, but we'll be here.
It's been a long transfer window as well. It's been a long transfer window, but a great one.
I can't wait till it's over, bro, if I'm honest.
Really? I've enjoyed it, mate. This last week and a bit has been quite fun. Started off slow.
It's been a bit rough. Yeah, a bit long, bit arduous, bit up and down, bit negative, but
it's always good to
You've only been having fun to the last few weeks. You weren't there when we had no content to speak.
Oh no, that's what I said. That's what I said before. Before that, it was absolute drab. I said the recent bit has been Oh yeah. No, I can imagine.
It was rough. Yeah, it's been rough. But yeah, folks. So what we're gonna do is let some of the members in, say your piece, say your chat. And then there will be a 5-minute timer. I think that's best to do because I can see people entering the chat right now as we go. So should we get straight into it, JT?
Yeah, let's get straight into it.
Before we do, no profanities. Please keep it clean, man. There was some mad take before the other day, and we had to whoa. We don't want none of that, yeah? No personal attacks. On myself, JT, or any other guest.
Oh, you can personally attack me.
No, you can't personally attack you. And also 5 minutes. You give 5 minutes, okay? We're going to give 5 minutes to peeps, all right? Just so we can keep it moving, because last time I had people waiting genuinely for time, and then, I felt bad, because it was they've been sat there for an hour, and no one's been able to come in. But let's welcome the first guest. It's everyone's favourite Aussie YouTuber. It's Matt Leeds. Welcome.
Yes, what a way to start, mate.
Yes, put the one to the sky.
Acknowledge me. That's what I'm talking about, my brother.
Do you know what I feel like saying? I want to go, state your name, cuz, state your claim, and then go bam. Right, go.
Okay, I'm actually more confident. I'm more happy. Because I don't know. For me, I didn't think we were going to get, if we got the 10, I would have been happy. I mean, Hamer, this whole time I've been saying we're not getting him. I just didn't think we were going to go after him. Honestly, if you want a number 10, and we have no time left, just go get Mateus Click. He could do a job in this league. I honestly think he could.
I think that's it. I don't get me wrong, I'd love it, but there's about as much chance of that happening as me getting laid before I'm 30. So, let's get that one sorted out. But are you seriously, you think we got enough creativity in the team without an actual out-and-out 10 being signed?
Aronson plays the 10, top goal scorer, playing well. If he continues, I think we're fine. But, if you look at other players that can play the 10, you could put Nonto at 10 and then have Solomon on the left. Or you could have, you could.
Have they done enough for you, Matt? If the window was to shut with Schmidt and everything, we're all led to believe that Schmidt's going to be the last one. If the window's shut now, have they done enough for you? Not what the general... For you, have they done enough?
For me, I think, you know what? For me, they probably have, because beforehand I was even more angry thinking we weren't even going to get this many players in, to be honest. At some point, I was getting angry that we weren't going to bring in the players that we'd actually needed. But we kind of are, except for the 10. I understand people will be frustrated with the 10 and the Hamer stuff. And when you're linked with a big player like Hamer, and you don't get him, whoever we get, if we got a number 10 as well, another number 10, people would still complain because it's not Hamer. Let's be real, people will complain.
I don't think so. I think if we got Salai. What if we got Salai?
Oh, Salai, yeah. But I'm more saying people would look at their numbers and be like, oh, well, they're not. He's not as good, or he's not proven in this league, or what you see.
Yeah, but without the icing on the cake, it's just you've got all the foundations built, everything is looking great, everything's tasty, but you don't have that icing on top of it to entice you to finish off the deal. And we saw last season we had a good enough squad to get ourselves to the final part of the season, but we didn't quite have that extra oomph right at the death of it. And is that not a little bit gutting for you?
I understand that from last season, but hopefully this season in January we actually make the signings that we need when we're at that point, because that's what I felt like last season. We didn't make the signings that we needed at the point in January. I mean, I didn't think we needed Joe, you said we needed a striker in January. Didn't think we needed one. Yeah. But I feel like maybe that number 10 will be the one we bring in January. I could see us bringing in a 10 in January if we don't bring it in now. If we, if we're on that
where do you rate it, Matt? Obviously, we've been on quite a journey. Don't, Joe, I don't want no charity pro. I'm joking. Right, so give me some charity minutes.
Man's getting the sideways passing here.
He's giving me Joffy minutes, man. What's going on here, man? Get some charity minutes. No, but it's the way he went. I can ask him. No, it's good. It's good.
Well, like a good word. What can I say?
Matt, so we've been on a journey. Where do you rate it? Where does it land for you? Because obviously we started really well. Let's be honest, we started really well. Yes, we lost Archie, but we're bringing Road on. We're bringing Bogle. We got right. I'm still burnt over it, but we started okay. Then it went boof. You know, we had like 30 days, no signing. Then we get some signings. Ramazani, Solomon. We're going to get Schmidt in today, along with Tanaka. Where's it rate for you? Where are we thinking on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'd say a 6 pushing, like a six pushing to a 7 at the moment. But
Explain why.
Well, I think we've got like what we needed in the attack wise, like on the wings. Of course, we got the things that I asked for were 2 players to bring in for the wings, where we can have options off the bench, so we can rotate the squad. I mean, Ramazani apparently is faster than Dan James. So imagine Dan James and Ramazani come off the bench at the same time. Like, defenses will not be able to stop them. I mean, I'm excited. I like the attack, you know, bring in the left back, of course. We need that backup for Firpo, or competition for Firpo as well, because I could see him starting if he comes in and does well, even though I love Firpo. But yeah, I'm excited. I think we brought in the right people that we need to bring in. Of course, besides the 10 at the moment, but like, I'm confident that we have enough to at least get to January where we'll be top 2.
Just to finish off, as you can see that timer ticking down there, who is your signing of the window? Who is the man, the myth, the legend, that the man, the myth, the legend himself is going to be prizing about?
I'm going to say Ramazani. I think Ramazani will be by the end of this season, he'll be the best signing that we made, I reckon.
Nice. Matt, you're an absolute legend. Shout out your YouTube channel. Tell people about it, my man.
Matt Leeds on YouTube. I've released a Tanaka video and my preview for the whole game. Yeah, we got whole, yeah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
do. And yeah. So there'll be one more there'll be another video coming out once what's the name signs. What's his name? Schmidt. Oh God, Schmidt. Yeah.
Before you do the video,
Matt, that's the guy's name.
Yeah. Before you do the video, make sure you get his name locked off. All right. That's 101. 101.
Yes.
Make sure you do that. All right. Cheers, Matt. Thank you very much, mate. Enjoy.
Speaking of names, I think there's a certain name omitted from the title of this video, Joe. If I'm
have I not done it? Sorry, I always forget. Let me.
Yeah, this guy always gets the old. Gets the old none of the old sideways passing, none of the Joe Wayman rub.
Man. I forget it, bro. I forget sometimes. I can't lie to you. I do. I did it earlier with Joe B and anything.
I'm joking. I'm capping. I'm Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. No, but it's a good start, lads. That's a good start. By the way, as we said, we do have 5 minutes. So anyone that is coming in, just get yourselves ready to think what you want to say, to give your opinion out, just so you can make sure that you're not feeling shortchanged and you can get everything you want out of it.
Yeah. I just want to go to some super chats. I don't know, for some reason it's not auto-starring them, so I hope I haven't missed any of it. But Jag Dillon became a member. Sue says, I think only Schmidt, Vobra and Nonto or Shock exit. I don't think we'll lose anyone, you know. I don't think we'll lose anyone, JT. Where do you think?
Not unless if we bring more players in. I mean, if the talk is we're only bringing in Schmidt and Tanaka, then there's not a snowball's chance in hell that we're going to lose any more players, because then we'll have no cover in. I mean, maybe if Salai came through, you know, at the death, maybe we lose Nonto. But even then, I don't see us losing our 4-star players in the same window. I've never seen that.
No, definitely not. Just on this as well. I mean, he's got guns, right? But he's more Santino Morella than.
Whoa!
He's about this.
Santino's the geezer, mate.
John Chenna. I love when he goes John Chenna.
Don't diss my boy Santino, mate. I hit you with the Cobra. The Cobra.
I love it. Right, before we get into the next round, let's go to our next guest, Danny Rumsey. He's been here from the start. Big up to my main man, Danny Rumsey, always there in the chat. Big up, Danny. How you doing, man?
Big up, Joe. You all right?
Yeah, you, mate?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Good. JT, do you want to say hello?
Yeah, very nice, mate. How are you doing, brother? How are you feeling right now?
Not too bad, Roman. How are you?
Roman. I like this guy, mate. No Santino Morella. How are you feeling optimism-wise now? Let's get things started.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, optimism-wise for Leeds for the rest of the winter. How are you feeling?
I've been a Leeds fan for 39 years. You lose your optimism after so long.
So you're not feeling good for the rest of the season, given on what we've brought in so far.
Yeah, I think we'll finish top 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even without bringing in number 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't disagree with him, JT, by the way.
Yeah.
I will say I'm disappointed. And listen, there's still time. We may get a 10. But I will say that we do have enough. I do think we have enough with what we've got, by the way. That's my thought process. Yeah.
Totally agree.
Out of 10 right here. Oh, I botched that. I was talking about you.
Big up professional.
No, so listen, mate. I want to start with Ramazzani, obviously. Big signing on the wing. We got Solomon as well. How do you think those two fit into the squad? Do you think you're going to very quickly see Dan James and Nonto pushed out? Or do you think that Dan James, Nonto are going to most likely keep their space and it's going to be quite hard for these guys to get involved?
If we're not getting a 10 in, I can see probably Dan... I could probably see Everton being kicked out. Well, not kicked out. Yeah, Aronson, yeah. Because I could see Solomon on the left, Nonto in the middle, Dan James on the right.
Oh, you think Nonto in the 10?
Yeah.
Oh, so no Ramazzani either. No Ramazzani.
No, he'll come off at bench as a impact sub here.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
That's fair. I think that's fair. How are you on? So you think we've got enough? How are you on the window overall, Danny? Like, what's your sort of like rating, bro?
A 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's
up until
stopping it? Go on. You go.
Up until we got Tanaka in and Schmidt coming in, I was down to a 4. What's stopping it being a 9 or a 10? Getting a number 10 in and a striker.
Oh, okay. Striker. So you don't think we've got enough firepower up front with Joseph coming through?
I was cheering on for Bamford last year because a lot of people were doubting him, so I was cheering him on. Now it's time for him to go. Joseph, I don't think he's going to be able to do 46 games.
But do you not think Bamford coming in for maybe 5 or 10 of those games for Joseph would be enough firepower up front?
It depends if he can score, doesn't it?
That's a big gamble with Patrick Bamford these days. And what about Joel Perreault? Do you think would you like to see him given another crack in that number 9 role, maybe with some more bodies behind him, with the creativity we could have from Solomon and Ramazzani and Nonto behind? Do you think that could work with Perreault up front, or do you think he's destined for that number 10 role, unfortunately?
Whoever signed him needs shooting.
Yeah. That's
taken out the back of 4 parts.
Yeah, gone.
I don't condone. Yeah. I do not condone murder. So but,
straight gone. He's probably one of the worst players I've seen play for Leeds United.
Well, you're doing too much, Danny, man. You're doing too much.
To be fair, I would like to agree with you, but I did grow up watching Pierre-Michel Lasogga try to conjure up the ability to sprint up front. So
Lasogga were quicker than Perreault.
But that's
Probably was, to be fair. So, where's... How are you on Farker, Danny? Come on, because I know you're a big critic last year. Where are you on Farker?
I don't... Even if we have some bad results, I don't think they're going to sack him this season. I think it'll be end of season.
What if we're mid-table at Christmas? Can't have that.
Well, mid-table at Christmas. I don't think they're going to sack him, Joe. They can't afford to.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan. If we're mid-table at Christmas, I'm going, get him out.
If they're going to sack him mid-table at Christmas, he's got 3 years left in his contract. It's going to cost him a lot of money to pay him out.
Yeah, mate, I mean, with that squad, if he's mid-table at Christmas, I mean, I think I could do a better job in charge, and that's saying something.
We'll get you in charge, Danny.
If I could get you in there.
Nah, I won't manage them. They're all a load of pussies, half of them. Good.
Oof. Well, he's
going in.
You know what, mate? I love the passion. But I do want to ask you, in terms of the squad, if he isn't like surely our squad now Do you look at any other teams in the Championship that can compare player for player with the players that we have currently in the team? If you had to compare, forget managerial quality, just looking at the squads we have now.
There's no manager in this league that can live up to Farker.
But squad basis, do you think that our squad is as strong as the other teams? You know, you're looking at Burnley's, you're looking at these other sides.
I'm gonna go for the top 2 in my prediction that I made at start of season. Is Leeds first, Coventry second.
Nice.
Okay.
Like it. All right.
I do like it.
Well, Danny, thank you very much for coming on, brother, and sharing and supporting the channel as always. Speak to you soon, my man.
Look, John Cena's behind you.
He can't see
Wait,
me.
who's that?
Yeah.
That's just a plain wall, mate. That's just a plain wall. I could see a little frame, but nothing inside it.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
Yeah.
In a bit, Danny. Thank you,
bit.
brother. There we go. What a legend Danny has always been here from the start, peeps. He's been here from the start. Right. Before we go to my arch nemesis, which is Sean, quickly followed by Boss Naff, by the way. Both of them. I'm only joking, of course.
Heel turn, if you will.
The heel turn, yeah. Bloody hell, imagine them both together at the same time, like tag team out before, wouldn't I? They're like, nah, I quit match, I'm done. Right, let's
Joe
just get
Raymond battle.
I know, right? Let me just get some super chats in between. James said we need the signings we've got without Rutter going, so because he did go, we need the 10. I think it's fair, James. I do. Yeah. Brandon says we will get a number 10 Tanaka on bench tomorrow. He can play, so he probably will be. This one's for you, JT. When is Ings coming?
Well, listen, I've heard through the grapevine, you know, I've had people on the blower here, there, and everywhere that it could be happening shock late in the last coming hours of the window. So make sure you're tuned and you're peeled in because shocks are coming. But you did touch on the number 10 thing just quickly before we do get the Heelmeister in here. I think the reason I think we need one is because if you look at the men we got out and then look at the men we brought in, we are still missing one replacement. We've replaced Kamara with Tanaka. We've replaced Somerville with Ramadzani. We've replaced Jadon Anthony with Solomon. But that number 10 role, which was filled by Jorginho Rutter, is still yet to be replaced. Arguably, you could say Aronson is that replacement because he wasn't in the squad last year. But on a transfer window basis, I would still like us to go in and get that natural replacement.
Yeah, I hear you, mate, I do. And do you know what? Had we have not known about that Hamer bid, I don't think I'd have been asked. But because I knew about the Hamer bid, I've now allowed myself to whip myself into a frenzy, convincing myself that I was getting a 10. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, we're getting a 10. Salai or Hamer, we're getting a 10. And then now, all the noise... Listen, something might happen. According to some people outside Ellen Road, Sky have said something will happen at 8 o'clock, which will probably be your what's his face? I don't know how true it is. Schmidt. Keep forgetting his name, don't we? Schmidt. But outside of that,
that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign for someone.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, what's your name again? Right, should we bring in Sean?
Yeah, we should get him in here.
Right,
get him in. Come on.
Big up, my man.
Yeah.
All right, lads. How are you?
Good man. Top of the morning to you and all that.
We have his next week, actually. We have his next week in internationals.
Do we?
Next week, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an international side?
Who?
Sean. I'm only joking, man. I'm only joking. Joe will be coming for me and everything.
Declan Rice.
Oh, them English
Declan
lads,
Rice.
them Cockneys, you
legend,
mean?
mate.
The ones that came through the Irish system.
Oh, them Cockneys, you mean? And Brummies.
That
Jack
came through the
Grealish
Irish-
and... Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
mate. They are
came through the Irish
English. You
system.
know, you can have Ben White, mate. He doesn't seem to be fussing.
Oh, no, you're all right. You can be all right.
Right, should we get this timer started? Sean, talk to us.
Yes.
Where are you at?
I don't think
come
we...
on. There we go. Go on, mate.
I don't really think we need a number 10 because I think Will Nanto played. Did he not play number 10?
Yes, he did.
Against
And
Sheffield
Aronson.
Wednesday? Yeah, the two of them.
Really the 10.
And I think he did a great job there, Will Nanto. I think he did a fantastic job there last week at number 10. And I think he's better through the middle because I think he's got a bit more freedom to do his thing.
To express himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he might be the number 10 that Fact's looking at. And then Aronson maybe as his backup.
But don't you think
coming on off the bench?
Don't you think that only works when Aronson is that one starting in the 10 and then they can interchange left and right? Like with another player in there, we can't see necessarily that would work with Nonto coming into the middle because you need someone that's comfortable both playing in the centre and out wide to interchange with him.
Does Ramazani not play as a striker, so he might be used to play more centrally? I don't
But
know.
again,
You could be right,
is this
KT.
not square pegs and round holes? We don't actually have like an actual Pablo Hernandez-esque kind of creative player that's sole responsibility is to break teams down. And because it's all fine and dandy doing that against a side that's going to come and play at you. But when
Maybe.
we've seen sides that are sitting back really deep and we need that bit of individual quality and that player that can slow the game down and pick out a pass, do you not think we're lacking that in the team?
Did you not see that against Wednesday?
I don't think they were defensively strong enough, personally. But
it'd be interesting to see. It'd be. We can always, if we need to, we can always change it in January. We can always get number 10 in January. There's still plenty of time left.
Yeah, there is. And listen, I mean, if they pull a rabbit out of the hat and do
Yeah,
of
course,
it'd be amazing.
It'd be brilliant. I think it'd be brilliant if you got number 10 in. But
it'd really put the cherry on top of the cake, wouldn't it, Sean?
Yeah, of course.
100%.
It really put that 49er hat on then.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, to be fair to Bossnas, right? I actually fucking love it. Don't tell it, right? But I love it. Actually, it suits me, bro. I can't even lie. So I'm like, I mean, don't tell him that I said that, will you? I know you can hear me, bro. I know. Right, okay. You wanted to talk Farke, didn't you? I've seen it in the private chat. You said, Joe, you just won't give this German god of a manager a break, will you? Talk to me.
There's only one god, and he's Argentinian. There's only one god, and he's Argentinian.
No,
Marcelo.
You speak Argentinian, huh? Sounded Italian.
He's a man of multiple cultures. That's what I like about him. So, who is your? I mean, I asked it earlier. Who is your signing of the summer so far? Who are you most excited to see in a Leeds United shirt next year?
Probably Ramazani. He just looks. If he's as good as the YouTube clips are and stuff like that, and the bits that we've seen of him, he could be just as good as Reuter. He could be close to Reuter.
Mate, you know what? I think this is my hot take.
He could be close.
Mate. People are comparing him to Rutter and Somerville. This is Rafinha 2.0, mate. This is Rafinha 2.0.
He could be really top quality.
No pressure, eh? So we've just had him linked to Somerville, Rafinha, and Rutter all in one
No,
sentence.
Rafinha, mate. He is Rafa 2.0, and that's saying something because that man is still my home screen to this day. So that's saying something right there. Look at that.
You need to move.
But listen, sorry, carry on.
Go on.
No, I was going to ask you, how many of these players do you expect to see in the squad tomorrow?
I'd say it'll be just. I think it might be just Ramazani and maybe Solomon. Maybe
Solomon. So there's talk of Tanaka. You don't buy.
I think he's coming. He's only been signed. He's probably hasn't even
one
trained.
Training session maybe.
Hasn't even trained the squad. Hasn't even trained with the squad or not. I think it might give him the 14 days to get him. I think you put him on the bench and put him on with 15, 20 minutes to go, and then he can get himself used to the Eldro crowd, and then in 14 days' time we can maybe start them.
I think that's fair. Did you want to say out on Farke then?
No. I think the pressure's on him. I still think the pressure. Now the pressure's on him. Now the pressure's on him.
Yeah, they've backed him, haven't they? They've
backed him.
Maybe not a 10, but they've given him.
But they've backed him. There's no excuses. No excuses.
I'll find some for him, mate. I'll find some excuses.
We know you will. We know you will.
Johnny boy.
Pulls it off. He pulls it off. He pulls it off.
He does. And then you have to come on with this T-shirt on, which I'll send to you, and we'll get you a German cap, and you have to wear and apologise to Daniel Farke.
My little German flag. Flag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you have to say, I love Thierry Henry. Would you be okay with that?
That's too far,
brother.
I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. Sean, you're a legend, man. Thank you very much, brother.
So much,
next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. There we go.
What I will say on that one, just quickly before we do.
Yeah, man.
I don't think they have back Farke. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. We made what, 140 million pounds worth of sales, and we've spent what? Just 30? I don't even know the exact figure,
I think net
And we made
net
6
it'll be
million from
30
revenue.
now. I think net it'll be 30. I think it was 21 after Largi Ramazani, and then we've then brought, if we look at Tanaka and the Schmidt deal, you're probably getting closer to 30, I think.
Okay,
I
but
think you're
then,
getting closer
that's
to
a bit
30.
poor when you think about within the
Money
first
brought
few
in.
weeks of the window, we made more than that from one player sale, and we haven't even invested that back in the squad. So that would be my argument to that. And unfortunately, I feel like it might not change. But I will say
we
here,
go.
if we do get a 10,
That's what's been spent.
wow, that's ridiculously poor. If we actually make it up to 40 million pounds and bring a 10 in, like Gus Hamer, I will do a shot of hot sauce live on stream. That is how unconfident I'm feeling
Say
right
that
now.
again?
If we get a number 10 in and we actually get near that 40 million pound range, I'll do a shot of any hot sauce that I can find live on stream.
Okay. You're not going to have to do it though, are you? This is what
That's
I mean.
what I know. That's how confident I am. That's what I'm saying.
So someone told me to dye my beard the same colour as Connor's hair, and I said, but they said their thing was only if we got Hamer and Salai. And I went, yeah, I'll take that.
Right, yeah.
So we're not getting that. You know what I mean? We're not getting that. Next up then, we have Mr. Bossnass himself. Let's bring the man in. Let me just take this off the screen. Bossnass, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, guys. Can you hear me all right?
Can hear you
Yeah,
perfectly,
perfect,
man.
mate.
All good.
Yeah, just 1 point of service like last time. I've got my autistic son with me, so look, if I have to bolt,
Yeah,
it's no disrespect to the fan base, nothing of that. You'll know the same, Joe.
100%
It's just
I
one
get
of
it,
those
bro.
things, man.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
So if you
Of
hear
course.
anything, which is a bit crazy, it's just my lad chucking stuff about.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
fine,
get it,
man.
man. My son always just says he wants to fight me, bro. He just wants to fight me all the time.
Yeah, mine don't talk, mate. He's just here, look, bouncing, mental.
Let's go. Oh, there we go.
That's the energy we need for this, mate. We need
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah, exactly.
energy. If only Leeds had the energy like that.
Yeah.
but
Let's go then, man. Shall we go? Talk to us, Bossnass.
Yeah, speaking of energy, a high energy guy, Tanaka.
Yeah, I mean, let me just say how it is. They've given Farker essentially close to what he asked for, but I don't want to be in this we're probably going to get promoted landscape. I don't want to be, is it, isn't it? Make sure, man.
Yeah,
this is
I
our
agree.
last chance, in reality, to like overpower this league. Like, it really is getting to that point where it's like, boys, if you have to spend a few more quid to guarantee it, right, just do it. Just do it. I mean, I bought Joe obviously the t-shirt and the hat, and bro, yeah, it does suit you. You should keep that. You should keep that. But yeah, no, don't leave anything up to chance this time. Just get the job done. I don't care if it's Sly. I don't care if it's Amer. I don't care if it's like a surprise name.
Yeah.
Just get the job done, finish the work, and let's see where we go from there, right?
Yeah. I agree with you, man. This is the thing. I'm sick of, like, even if we go back to January, and listen, I'm okay with how it's going to end, and I'm okay with the squad that we've got, and I think we'll have enough. But it is that thing of going, just push the envelope that little bit more, just to be certain. Because if you go get Amer, you go get Salai, or like you've mentioned, a number 10, then you can. I've said, like I've been saying for a couple of days, get Hamer or Salai. You might as well, tell the rest of the league to turn it in because we're winning it.
100%, 100%. It's like doing a job and doing 95% of the work, but risking your whole paycheck because you can't be asked doing the final 5%. No, do the final 5%. Go home knowing you've done a good job, confident in what you've got, and just get the job done.
Yeah, it's like, as I said, it's like building a house and then not putting the final tiles on the rooftop. And you're right,
Exactly.
it could come completely crumbling down. And the part that's a bit of annoying is the money you'd sacrifice on that, you would make back tenfolds by getting promoted to the Premier League, which is
exactly. And it's like people say 170 million these days. I think it's over 200 million these days. So look, if you have to just trigger that, well, they're into release clause now, but if they're asking for 18 million or whatever, I'm not being funny. It's Leeds United. Just do it.
Yeah,
just do it and dunk on them. And
Get that money
Duncan,
back in shirt sales with Leeds.
exactly.
And who would you have rather have got? Like, if there was one player you could add that we were linked with throughout the window that we didn't get, who would it be?
For me, it'd be 1 Hamer, 2 Salai, 3 Cabal.
So Hamer would be the man.
I think he would have been for me as well, you know.
Just because he's done it in this, country, you know.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm the same as you. And also that attitude of being able to go, Chrissy Wilder, get in the bin. Do you know what I mean? If we signed one of his, like, it'd be...
You'd get like people like photoshopping the faces on packets of ham and all sorts, man. It'd be crazy.
100%.
Mr. Dodo, let's get on that. If it happens.
Yeah, definitely. So do you think, though, Boss Nass, we've got enough, although we could like to push it, or you still?
I think we're in probably territory. Yeah. I think if you looked at the bookies, it probably would be. You know, after the window, I think we'll go back to favourites. I'm gonna cut it short because my lad's not happy. But listen, guys, awesome. Thanks for the content, JT. You're a legend, and I'll catch you all in a bit.
Thank you so
there
much,
you go.
man. Thank you for coming.
There's Boss Nass. Currently has a YouTube channel, by the way, by the name of Seasiders TV. Make sure you go check it out as well. Can certainly sympathise with the situation there with Boss Nass, legend, coming on and giving his official Zoom says we didn't just get him 140 million this year. It'll be over the next 3 years in installments. I hear what
Then we also got £60 million from Red Bull, so
there's loads, isn't there? There's loads. But anyway, should we welcome the next guest?
We should indeed.
I think it's the first time on the show, actually.
Oh, is it?
Could be William.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't know.
Cooking.
Maybe. Let's see. Here we go. William.
Hey boys, how are you?
Good, man. Let me move you up here so we can see you. Oh, I love the shirt, man. I'm glad I did that.
Hey, I'm at work right now, guys. So I'm kind of in a little warehouse, storage room. So, look, I'm not sure if we're gonna get any 10, but I sure would like to get a 10 to push us over the hump. You know, I mean, I really think that. I mean, Hamer would be a dream. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I don't think Sheffield United would sell to us if we were the last team on earth. You know, so. You know, I mean, maybe somebody from the continent, you know, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of players out there that we don't even think about, you know, and, a lot of our guys that we've gotten that have, been sold this transfer were gems that were basically uncut. So maybe we get an uncut gem. You don't know. I don't have a lot of names, but I'm thinking I didn't know who Jorginho was before they picked him up. Yeah. You know, I mean. So I would love to see I would love to get a number 10, but I think Nanto can play 10, and I think he can do it pretty well. Because didn't he play 10 for his national side?
He's played in the 9.
He played up front for his national side as well. Yeah. But I don't know. It's interesting. I think when you talk about the gem that no one was really talking about, for me, that was Ramazani, because he wasn't someone that we spent the whole window talking about. We were kind of talking about a few other names, and then out of nowhere, Ramazani just seemed to kind of manufacture itself within a couple of minutes. I think you're right. I think I would like us to see us finish off the squad. But with the squad as it is, with Aronson coming back in, who arguably is that 10, I know everyone's talking about Nanto. Do you think we've got enough firepower for Fark now? Do you think there's still, you could give the excuse that he hasn't been backed?
No, I think he's been backed. He asked for 4, he got 4. I mean, if you're asking for that and you get it, then you have no excuses. You have to produce.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
I mean, he asked for 4, he got 4. I mean, and you're getting a guy that's played Champions League and is one of those 4. So I think if as long as he's not injured, because he does have a high injury rate, I think if the team can stay relatively healthy, I don't think there's a lot of excuses. He has to produce, and I think he's going to have to sub a little bit better this year because I think his bench is a bit deeper. So I don't think you should be just waiting until 70 minutes every game to sub. I mean, if somebody's not doing the job, then you basically bring somebody else in off the bench. I mean, how many times? I mean, last year you'd wait and wait and wait and wait. I would love to see us get a striker, you know. I love Joseph. In fact, I just got the yellow jersey with Joseph on the back of it. I'll wear that to the Philippines when I go in December, man.
Nice.
You know, I think, you know, relying on Bamford is playing a game with a noose around your neck, because you never know when he's gonna like, you know, come up lame in training. You know, I mean, it happens way too often. I mean, just what he couldn't play last week because of a hamstring injury. I mean, look, he's getting almost to where he's like broken, you know, to where you can't depend on him ever.
And then who's the option after him, William? You know what I mean? It's like Pirro, right?
Yeah, Pirro, and I swear to God, Joe, if I see him playing the 10 tomorrow, I told you before, I'm going to stick my foot through the TV.
You know what? Unfortunately, everyone's saying this as if he's not going to play the 10. I have got bad news for you people. The fact that we're not signing one as well is leading me to, and the fact the second Salai went quiet, we were linked with Balumi and other wingers. I feel like we might not get a 10, and Pirro will be playing in the 10. And if you look at the video where everyone was like pronouncing their squad names and they said their position, he said number 9/10. That is very telling. Oh. And he is good. I know I don't want it either, but he will be playing in the 10 this season. I can bet money on it.
The only reason why I won't stick my foot through the TV tomorrow is because I'll be at work. But I'll be listening to it, you know, and I might get fired because I'll start, you know, F-bombing it, you know.
Yeah.
But
I think we'll all be raging if he's starting in the 10 minutes,
you know,
in all honesty. 100%.
I got a bunch of Leeds fans here. I'm like turning them over a little bit. In fact, one of my patients, I bought him a jersey, and he wears it with pride all the time. He's a guy with MS, and he's a great worker.
You're the guy that messaged me yesterday, William.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've seen it. Listen, big up, man. Thank you for that message as well, by the way. It was cool.
No problem, man. No problem.
Legend.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to look. I listen to you. I listen to Connor. I listen to Kate. I listen to Jer. I mean, I get all the information that I can over here because there's not a lot of information over here, you know. So I listen to you guys for my info, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And I appreciate you guys as content creators. I know it's not easy, and you know, you get it and start talking in front of people, and you're always going to have. And look, I saw last week where some guy was getting on you, man, and I was like, what a dick, man. You know, I mean, just like give it a rest, dude. If you don't like it, man, just turn it off. You don't have to listen.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it is a bit fun though. No South Stand
it's not
signings.
fun to get shit.
Doesn't watch any South Stand signings over there to keep you updated.
Not a lot. No. No, I don't.
He's like, who the is that guy?
Who the is that guy? No. Can I say also the dedication to come in the extra room while you're at work to hop on this is absolutely legendary, man. So everyone put some W's in the chat for my man William.
Yeah, thank you very much, William. We'll see you again, hopefully, because you spoke really well, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to come back on, man. 100%. You guys have a great day,
and you, mate. Thank you, William.
Love, bro.
Yep. Cheers, bro. There we go. What a legend. Let me move this back. I thought it just looked a bit better. We couldn't see the timer and stuff, but it was good. Yeah, tribal chief. Do you know what my funniest thing is there when he said to William, you watch any South Stand signings?
Yeah, because he was going through the list. He was like, yeah, I watch you, I watch Connor, I watch KG, I watch Jer.
No JT. No JT. There is no JT on the list.
Who's that?
Who's South Stand signings when he's at home? Does anybody know? Because I don't. It's this guy, man. It's him. Love it. No, I don't even know what this means, Andy. I don't even know what that means, bro. But no, I mean, you're here, you're there, you remember. If you want to come in, man. Yeah, make sure everyone subs to JT. Big up, yeah. I actually received a lovely message yesterday off William, actually. Sorry that I should have known it was him. My apologies. Right, should we bring on next J Racer? J Racer. I think I met this guy. I've met this guy at Ellen Road in Billy's Bar. I think so. Ooh. Yeah, I think he's going to remind me. Yeah, I didn't put you on timeout, bro. There's no timeout. I've been focusing on this, so maybe someone else did, bro. Maybe someone else did. The mods are modding. The mods have got a mod. If you said something wild, they'd have put you on timeout. Right, let's bring on J Racer. First and foremost, let me move this around so we can see you a bit better. Oh, that's dark. That's dark.
Yeah.
Evening, Joe. Evening, Tribal Chief.
Yes. How are you, my man? How you doing?
Is Paul Heyman coming on later, JT?
Listen, I've heard
You are Paul Heyman. You are Paul
Heyman. Ever since you got through the table, we've been waiting.
Go! Anyway, to answer Joe's initial question, so yeah, we did indeed meet at Billy's Bar at that Ellen Road game against Watford when Diego the Clown scored from Rafinha's corner.
There you go. See, I didn't even remember that, but my man straight away was like, I remember the date, the time, the lot. Legend.
Well, yeah, but it's probably the only time you've been to Ellen Road in the past decade, Joe, so you know it is. Right?
Whatever. Nice try, mate. Nice try. Talk to us. It's not J Racer, is it? How do I pronounce it, brother? Like
Actually,
your name.
This is my recent sim racing channel that I recently set up. So I set up what was it earlier this year. So I recently got rid of the old Tasha Retro 85 account because obviously
that's
I've
the
not
one
touched it for ages, obviously. And so now, so J Racer is my sim racing account for vintage old school sim racing. So anyway, we'll have a chat about that later on if we've got a little bit of time, and we'll get into the meat and bones of whatever we've got to talk about.
Yeah, mate, I like it, mate. You got the skills, mate. You got the vernacular,
man.
Mate. He's flowing well. He's got the inflections in the voice. He's a professional. That's what I like to see, man. Big up your channel. So how you feeling, man? Optimism rating 1 to 10 right now.
So if we don't get a 10, I'll admit I will be a little bit underwhelmed because although ironically, around about a week ago, if you'd offered me 4 signings in a week, I would have bitten your hand off. But then suddenly, when the news about Hamer broke, or when the news about Salai broke, that's got all of our appetites all wetting. Of course, I think we all will be a little bit underwhelmed if we don't get it. Well, obviously, I don't think we are getting either of them. I think we were also looking forward to the prospect of watching Wilder do another one of his ham sandwich impersonations if we did get Hamer over the line.
100%.
Mind you, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Stranger things have, mate. And listen, I'm telling you, man, something's cooking. Whether it's Danny Ings or what, I don't know. Something's in the air, but something is cooking late in the window. So don't have the doom and gloom just yet. We might still see another Wilder meltdown. So was that the man that you really wanted then, Gustavo Hamer, or would Roland Salai have been more your flavour? Because it's a bit 50-50 in the chat from what I'm seeing.
Either of them, but if I had to choose one, I'd go with Hamer because obviously he's been in this division, he's done it, and obviously he obviously knows how to get us out. Well, how he got Coventry at least into the playoffs. So yeah, it definitely would have been my man. But Salai would have been fine with me if we did go for him and not Hamer. So having said that, though, if we do still get a 10, though, I do look forward to seeing you fulfill your bet, JT.
Listen, I'll double down on that. I'll have 2 shots of hot sauce, mate. 2 shots because I don't think we're getting a 10. 2
shots of hot sauce. You have some of Jim Ross's barbecue sauce with that as well.
I will have. I don't have that. I do need to get the cooking with JR book, but I don't quite have the hot sauce. But any hot sauce will do, man. Any hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. I'll knock you some up, mate. I'll make some in
well, but apparently you might knock me out as well. So, that's not going to get that in a different situation, mate.
Jim Ross's recipe, Joe.
Yeah, man, I know it. I know everything to do with the WW&D. I'm there, right, man?
You know what I mean? That's some spicy hot sauce, King.
So talk to me. Tashona, you never said your proper name, man. I know you as Tashona, obviously.
So my full proper name is Johnny, so that's where the J Racer comes in. Johnny Racer.
Yeah. Here we go. Look, Joe's asked a quick question here. Joe Blackburn, you'll know of. He says, what's your sim of choice when it comes to racing?
So that my sims on the channel, the sims I do on my channel are Automobilista 2, and also I've also got the original version of Assetto Corsa, although I've not done anything on that as of yet. However, having said that, though, I do have a little project that I'm working on for Assetto Corsa. and it's called the GP Rejects Championship. So basically, my big thing is vintage Formula One and also vintage Le Mans, like Group C era, but mostly vintage Formula One. And that's the kind of videos and streams I've been doing over on my channel.
Good stuff. Right, make sure you check it out. J Racer in the house. Out of all the signings we've got, bro, just to finish up, who's going to be the number one?
Gotta do a Radrazani mad thing of saying, doing a 4-show style tweet and say Aronson, or is that not? Or is that illegal?
No, if you think Aronson, you can do Aronson. You think he's going to be the man?
Oh yeah, Aaron. Yeah. He's already got us off to a flying start as well, and his energy is something that we've missed in midfield as well. Because for all the people, of course, we never did replace Pablo. We also never really replaced Clicky either, because Click's energy, and also I think it was a bit of a disservice that we did to him by running him into the ground as well, because he was just like literally here, there, everywhere, and then also we never supplemented him when he started struggle.
That's a great point. It's a great point.
But you're pronouncing his name wrong. It's A.A. Ron Son is the man's name. And I agree with you, mate. 20 goal a season, maestro. Thank you so much, man. Absolute legend, mate. I mean, flipping heck, man. You got the charisma. You got more charisma than a flipping 1980s vacuum. You got more flair than Rick. That's what I like to see, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Big up, Johnny. Thank you very much, bro. See you in a bit, man. Legend.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers. Buzzing. What a legend. What a legend. Absolute certified gangster. I really need to go to the toilet, so I might need you to carry the show for a minute. Yeah, I'll wait. We shall wait. We shall wait.
You can have a little chin. I really need to just...
Okay, you go. You go and do what you need to do.
From Parag McGarth. I just need to take it 1 second.
All right, okay. Well, Parag McGarth, I don't even know who that is. So I don't know what name he's on.
Chief Parag McGarth.
Right. Say his name again for me, please. Say it. No, you don't want to say his name, does he? Parag McGaff. Who's that? Dean Gaffney. He's got a toilet to speak to Dean Gaffney, this lad. Well, lad, come in. Who's Parag McGaff? Who the fuck is Parag McGaff? Who the fuck is that guy? Do you know Parag McGaff is like what William's face was when he went, when he said, have you watched South Dance Dinings? And he went, No, I haven't. Who the fuck is that guy? Parag McGaff. Anyway, Liam, are you there? Because I can just see a wall. Are you there? Are you ready? Yeah, he's moving slow. Hopefully he is. Let's go. Liam.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Are you there? Yes, I can. Your picture's a bit sketchy, but we can hear you. How are you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yourself? I can't get over that Parag
McGaff.
Parag McGaff, yeah.
Parag McGaff.
It's a bit like is that the new Cellino when like people call Cellini for like even like journalists called Cellini all the time who owned Leeds United and never got it right. So that might
like
be
Marco Bielsa and that, wasn't it? Marco Bielsa.
Yeah.
His name's Parag McGarth, man. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you trying to say?
Parag McGaff. Parag McGaff.
Parag McGaff. Where's that better? Now I put a bit of Yorkshire on.
No, because his name's not. His name's right. Parag Marate, not Parag McGaff. That sounds like an extra in EastEnders, man.
Joe, it was actually Parag McGarty. Oh yeah, pronunciation. Get out of here. Anyway, mate, how are you? Sorry, I didn't quite catch your name there.
Oh, a Boca Retro shirt. Is it a Boca Retro shirt?
No, it's just an Adidas.
But you should have styled it out. Yes, it is. You just say yeah.
I'm calling you from enemy lines. I'm based out in Sheffield, so.
Oh, Sheffield.
No. Ooh. Yeah. Chris Wilder's outside my house throwing turd at my windows.
Talk to us then, mate. How are you feeling about this window, Liam?
My head went a couple of weeks ago, mate. My head absolutely went. I dropped to what do you call it now? a super chat,
Okay.
and I told you like I'm convinced that their asset stripping, and until they buy a player, I won't be convinced otherwise. Well, since then they've gone out and they've loaned a player and they've got a couple in. So I've parked that one. I'm hoping that January. There's not much evidence, is there, from past ownerships to suggest that we're going to get anything in January. We never do. So I'm hoping that they'll look at things then and say, right, okay, we've got a few injuries there, we're light there, we'll actually spend some money in January.
Yeah.
But I just think as well, like, you've got to look at some of the other teams that, if other teams around us had strengthened a lot, I'd be fuming. But I nearly said Barnsley then, Burnley have been absolutely raided.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked at the Sheffield United timeline, but they're absolutely raging.
Really?
They're absolutely raging at the moment, yeah, because they still feel that they've not brought enough in. And, you know, I think a lot of teams have actually weakened. And Wednesday's getting Holgate on loan. So there's levels. There's levels.
Yeah.
But I hope, what I'm thinking is, I hope that if you don't get anything tonight, go into this end of this window, you can have a nap. And we can, I'd go in a little bit kind of like, that's all right. Like, kind of like when you go to see a film and it weren't great, but it weren't bad, and you walk out and you're just a bit like, whatever. I hope that then them players that we've brought in absolutely blow our socks off, because then we can look back at it and say, at the time, the window was a little bit underwhelming, and the fact that they've left it this late is so annoying. I mean, everyone's been going mad. All the creators have been going mad. I lost my head a few times. They've left it so late. They've put us through this, and I'm still a little bit annoyed at them about that.
Yeah.
But maybe at the same time, they've waited till the pieces move.
They made sure they reminded us of that as well, bro, with the little jibe they made. I was like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah. And I just can't wait for the window to be closed, so all these like faking in the nose can just disappear.
For 6 months. You spoke about a lot of teams weakening. Do you think a lot of that has to do with obviously PSR coming in? Do you think we're starting to see the effect that it's having on the championship as a whole because of the revenue that the league produces?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think Burnley getting Sarmiento, there's something about that player. I think he's that kind of player that kind of gets you over the line a little bit. So I wouldn't have minded him, but I don't know. I just think that at the start of the season, when we started with the players that we'd got and Burnley had got, it were a bit like, there's some monsters in this league in terms of caliber of player. Loads of them players have gone now. It's like a lot of the talent have just been snatched up, and I still think I'm going to still go with Joe. I still think we've got best team in league, even after this transfer window. I still think we've got best team in league. And one quick thing, so I know I've gone over 5 minutes, but
that's good, man.
I don't know if you've seen Wilder's latest press conference. I mean, he's fuming. I mean, his hair's literally falling out.
Oh, really?
You can see it, right? And he's fuming. But Farke seems pretty chill. I think Farke's got a lot of faith in his players that they will do what I tell them to do, and they'll get us over the line. From the way that Wilder's carrying on, I don't think he's got the faith in the players that they can do that. Watch Kiefer Moore back an hat-trick against us now, but I'm just a bit like, look, if there's a transfer tonight, I'll be happy. Great.
On top of Schmidt, yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about this guy.
Yeah.
And then I just keep seeing Schmidt on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, Schmidt. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So on top of that, it'd be like getting like after Christmas Day, you get an extra present from a relative that's come round. Do you know what I mean? An extra signing would be great. But if this is what it is, then I'm happy. Let's crack on. Let's carry on. Let's stick Pirro back in number 10.
Back in the number 10. I missed it. Yeah. Don't do that.
Ironically, you might want to miss the game when he's doing that as well. But
let's just crack on. Let's do the best that we can do. Put them players out there, and do us best, and that's it. And then see what's what in January, and that's it really. But if they wouldn't have brought enough players in, I think everyone would have been fuming. I think everyone at the moment are just a little bit like, meh.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You're right.
I feel you.
It is. Yeah. Liam, legend, mate. Thank you very much for coming on, brother. Hopefully have you on again. All right, mate. Bye-bye. There we go. Liam. I felt honestly, I was like doing that, and then he made the joke. I missed it. My apologies, brother. But thank you for coming on. Rickard Wigstorm says great content as always, all the way. I don't know what currency that is.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Swedish, maybe, is it? I don't know, but thank you very much. I'll make sure to buy JT some hot sauce. Big up to you, man. Thank you very much. Folks, we don't have anyone in the queue.
Oh, mate, no one wants to come in.
No one wants to come on anymore. I know, right? We've still got about an hour left of this, folks. So you need to sort it out. So if you are a member, right, you've seen everyone come on, and it's okay, it might be daunting or whatever, nervous, whatever, but just come on, say your piece. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want, folks. Yeah. Rickard, you just put a super chat in. Come in. We got Andy, all leads our way. We got Ashley Roberts. Listen, and if you've already been on and you want to just come on and say a few bits, you can do as well, because we're Ethan saying, Joel, come on when I get home. No worries. Ethan messaged me to tell me that he was getting his hair cut and he couldn't come on. But yeah, big up, Ethan. I hope your haircut went well, brother. What are you drinking, JT, says Born Leeds?
This is some yerba mate, is what it is, mate. It is a game changer, let me tell you something.
Oh, it's it's called mate, bro.
It's mate. It's not mate. You want to get on to me for the Prag McGarthy thing, and you're calling it mate. It's South American. Mate. It's not called mate. It's South. You absolute dinglebat. You're trying to get on to me about Prag McGarthy this, Prag McGarthy
It's
and
called
you're
mate.
Calling it yerba mate. Yeah, mate. I want some yerba mate in it. You know,
bro.
What I
it's
mean?
Called mate.
It's not called mate.
It's called mate.
It's called mate. You've made a fool of yourself. How many people are in this stream?
It's called mate.
How many people are here? 1,000 people. I've just watched.
Bro, I've had it. It's called mate. And guess what?
I've just watched you make yourself look.
It's not called mate. It is not called mate.
It's not correct. You're damn right.
It's not called mate.
You look up. You can look it up right now. 1,100 people. Just
right.
Made you look like
wait there then. Right, wait there.
Fool. You're a fool. You're a waste of time. You're a fool. All right, you have just absolutely embarrassed yourself.
Wait. Okay. Wait there. 1 second.
Inside, I am cringing inside, mate. This is unbelievable.
How do you pronounce the drink,
South American sunshine.
Yeah, and listen. Oh, wait there. Okay, let's have a look.
Giggly geezer.
It's yerba mate.
It's not yerba mate. It's pronounced mate.
Wait.
Ask Bielsa, mate.
Wait. I'm going to play this now. Are you ready? 1 second. You're going to hear it loud and clear. Right? 1 second. Mate. See?
Huh?
Wait.
1 second. Wait. The way to pronounce it is MAHTEH.
Wait. Listen to her. Mate. Ah, did you hear her there?
Shut up.
Go on then. We'll listen to her properly now.
Mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Mate. That's how you spell it.
Mate, mate. It's mate.
Pronounced it MAHTEH. I don't know why we're having a conversation about this, mate.
God's sake.
Clear my neck, mate.
Yerba mate. Joe's credibility in chat as it is, man.
Mate.
I'm done. All right. He can have Parag McGarth. I'll have Mate.
No, you will not have Mate, mate. I pronounced it right. Second of all, mate, I mean, I kind of believe that. You've just absolutely made a tit of yourself. But you know what, mate? Ironically, so have Leeds for most of this window. So it makes 100%. Sense. Only keeping in line with the pattern. How are you feeling, mate? I haven't really asked you.
Well, to be honest, we've got a load of new people waiting now. We've got a load of new people waiting, so we'll save me, yeah? And we'll, shall we get the next thing?
All right, yeah, let's get him in. Get him in.
Barney's giving it the old piece. Barney's always in the comments and on the super chats.
Let's get the lads in.
Looking forward to hearing from Barney. Let's go, Barney!
Joe, what's up, my dude?
Yeah!
Yeah, what's up, boys? Listen, I don't know what's going on today. I've been at work all day, so anybody coming?
So you've just come on for the news, yeah? You've just come on for
Yeah,
the news.
literally. I just got in the car. I saw you had nobody in the line. I'm like, let me hop on while I got 2 minutes.
Legend, man. Legend. So, we've brought in... who have we brought in, JT? Can you pronounce his name for us?
Who? Isaac Schmidt?
No,
Or
the other
Isaac
one.
Schmidt? Which other one? Ao Tanaka?
Ao Tanaka.
Oh, Tanaka.
I got you.
Tanaka. Ao Tanaka, lad. So we brought in a couple of big players. Obviously, Tanaka was someone who kind of came out late. We were linked with Dejan Lubicic for a long part of the window and other players like that. How are you feeling with Tanaka? I thought it was a little bit of a step down at first with the money we spent on him. Are you feeling optimistic about it, or do you think it was a little bit on the cheap?
I mean, I watched a bunch of compilations, like I'm sure everybody else has. He looks good. He gives me Ampadu with a slightly bigger offensive upgrade vibe. So, I mean, if he can play for us, if he can play 8, I think 8 is the biggest position we've needed for the last 2 years, honestly. And if you think about the fact that we probably stay up if Adams didn't get hurt, and that would allow Raka and McKennie have played much further up the pitch, and we haven't had that in 2 seasons now. So we had 2 DMs last year who the space between the 2 DMs and Rudder was the big problem last year in the last 10 games. There was about 30 yards of space between the 2. So Rudder would have to come back and then drive the ball for 50 yards for us to have any success, right?
Yeah, no.
So what we have now is a guy an Aronson, who can pick up the ball at the halfway point instead of where Rudder was coming to get it almost right outside the 18-yard box. So I think actually for our team this year, not saying that we won't miss Georgie, he was my favorite player. I was devastated when he left, but I think for our team, Nanto and Aronson will actually create more chances than Rudder would with this version of our team, just because they're much more active.
Yeah, I hear you. There's an argument for it. There definitely is an argument for it. And I do think as well, Barney, there's going to be a lot more interchanging between the players in that final third, that we won't just become Rutter Somerville. Do you know what I mean? Rutter Somerville.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah.
I think the biggest thing that this year, like, listen, I know people will be bummed if we don't sign Salai or Hamer, but I honestly think this team is that we have 7 or 8 players that are Prem quality up front. Like, who wouldn't take Joseph in the bottom 8 of the Prem? I think he starts probably for 5 or 6 teams in the Prem, even at 19 years old. And then, I think Aronson got a very bad rep from the fans last year because the guy was played into the floor by our favorite boy Jesse, and then he didn't know who was coming in. He dipped like he dipped like a strawberry getting dipped in chocolate. He wanted to get paid. I hear him. You know what I mean? So I think, like, I follow that kid since Philadelphia. I think he's a very good underrated player, and he'll always give his all for the shirt. So now that he's back, I think it's the biggest signing in the Champo this year, honestly.
Boom. Love that. Barney's coming in.
I like it. I know it's a little bit of a sidetrack, but what is the sentiment on our Jesse over abouts where you're from?
We hate Jesse, dude. Like, anybody who actually follows footy here and knows football here, like, for instance, I have my Class C license to coach my girls' soccer team. The problem with the U.S. soccer game is we have nepotism beyond nepotism. Like, for instance, I've played my whole life. Like, I was born in the Ukraine, and my parents brought me here when I was 10. It's impossible to get coaching badges in the States. Like, I would have much rather go live in Leeds, for example, for a year, and I can get better coaching badges there. So the guys that do get coaching badges in the States are all ex-players that played professionally in the States. Nobody else gets badges here. So when we see coaches like Jesse who have zero tactical whereabouts, and they're all hard and feel, which is the problem with our team now. We don't like that. Like, we don't like Jesse. We don't like the go-go, rah-rah mentality that he brings with zero tactical flexibility. And we just had a coach for the last 6 years waste the best generation this country's ever had.
Wow, that's
wow.
so
Go
interesting
on, Barney.
way of looking at it. Yeah, I never have thought that.
I see why we get on, Barney. I see why we get on now, man. You know what I mean?
You got it, brother. No, listen. I thought in the beginning, like, say, the first 3 games when everybody was hyped after the Chelsea game, I was like, dude, like, that's not a good Chelsea team. And, yeah, I mean, I told you in the Brighton game that if he doesn't get rid, like, if we don't get rid, then we're going to go down. And, like, you can go back and look at those comments. One game after the Chelsea game, I knew that we were in trouble with this dude. So
100%.
And that's the biggest mistake Rad's made, not getting rid of him at the World Cup break. So,
Agreed.
And we're paying for it still.
Yeah, we are, bro. We
could have got flipping Unai Emery in at that time as well.
Yeah, exactly. And we'd be in Aston Villa's shoes right now, spending 100 mil every season.
Exactly.
All right, boys. Well, it was great to see you guys.
Barney, thank
I'll
you
be back, Joe. You guys, dude, I love you guys. I'm always watching and listen. You know that.
Yeah, man.
I love
Legend
you too,
Barney.
man.
See you in a bit, brother. Bye-bye.
Great.
All right, brother. All the best, guys.
Bye. There you go. What a legend for coming on now. Before we move on to the next folk, when I said where is everyone, we got an influx of people. So if you've already been on, if you don't mind just dropping out, because a few people have tried to get in, but then it packed out. So people couldn't get in who wanted to get in. So we've got new people now. I think those that have already been on have dropped out actually. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, good. Right, we're good. Thank you for those that have dropped out. I didn't want to just kick you because I thought it was rude. I did put it in the private chat and they've seen it and they've dropped themselves out, so big up. Up next, we got Scott Tedder, which again is another one I've seen in the chat many times. Well, I tell you what we have got coming up. We've got some lovely tashes. Every single man on here has got a tash that's waiting to come in, so I absolutely love it, man. Yeah, man. We've all got tashes, man. Scott Tedder, big up. How you doing, brother?
Hang on. Good, man. How are you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good, man. It's great to have you on. Do you want us to move it out? Do you feel a bit better like that?
I'm all right. I put this fucking, Red Bull in the background as well.
Oh, there you go, mate. A little bit of brand placement.
Smash it up!
Maybe convince them to spend some money, huh? Convince them to stick their money in their hands in the pockets. How are you feeling about Red Bull and their stake in Leeds United? I think that's a good segue in.
I'm the coffee guy, so I'm the one that keeps sending I'm going to send you some coffee, Joe, and I keep forgetting, but it's on my list.
Okay. Yeah. I'm full of false promises, like the Red Bull you're drinking, Scott. Is that what it is?
I live in Berlin, so I've been giving Brendan and Milana coffee every day for the last year.
Oh, yes, I remember. She's going to sort you some tickets, right?
Yeah. So it's nice.
Wait, so you
just message her saying, "Can you ask Brendan for any inside knowledge?"
Really?
She's not answered yet. No.
I love that. So, talk to me about Brendan then. So, you've got first-hand experience.
He came in. I completely forgot. I was working, and I turned around. He was just at the till.
Nice.
And I just walked up in panic, and I just went, "I'm a Leeds fan," and he was just like, "Oh, hey man, thank you. Yeah, cool." But they were always super nice people. He was always talking about Archie and. He said the big issue was just how young the team was the year before. He said there was no real. He said it was just literally a group of young boys, and they just had, just the mentality was just youth. And he just said it was part of it. That it was very hard to kind of get moving, So he said this season, since he's been away, he can see a bit more leadership, and they could see a bit more maturity in the team. So. But he seems to have grown up. He's definitely bulked out. He's not JT levels, but he's definitely.
This guy's small, Do you know he's about 4 foot now?
Yeah, I'm 6'4", mate. I won't have any of this slander.
He's not.
I know better. I came in and dropped one line saying, "Oh, JT's small," and he keeps coming on me.
Bro, I have a photo of you. I have a photo of you in between me and when you met me at the. Yeah, don't worry, boy. I'm only 5'8", and I was like that.
No, deceiving camera angles. I'm taller than Joe. And listen, mate, that guy's been giving me nightmares. I post a picture of me and my missus. Luke's like, oh, bloody fucking hell, mate. She must be a midget. Anyway, mate. So, what's the backstory? What are you doing in Germany? Were you?
I've moved here for work.
Oh, really? You're from Leeds.
I'm from Leeds. Yeah. My dad actually used to work for Leeds as one of the drivers. He's like ex-police and then got a job doing the driving for the team. He used to pick Calvin up from his grandma's house and drop him off every day.
Really?
Oh, nice. So I used to, like, he'd pick me up and like drive me to work sometimes, and Calvin would be in the back, which was very strange to see back then. It was like my dad and about 18 of the youth team, and they'd all be screaming at my dad, putting on like rap music and stuff, and my dad'd be like, "These kids, man."
you ITK. You're ITK.
Yeah, bloody hell, mate. This is the real ITK. Forget Joe.
Now my dad can't even get a ticket.
Oh,
he lives in Boston. He lives around the corner from the training ground, so I'll tell him to go and stand on the road with him.
Do it. Mate, how have you found this transfer window? How do you think it's gone?
I think I messaged you the other day about it. And I think the issue for me is if we go up this season, I don't know how fun. For me, last season going up was fun because Archie, Georgie, I enjoyed watching them, and I wanted to watch them in the Premier League. Whereas now that connection I've got to them players doesn't seem to be there anymore. If we go, obviously, I didn't have any connection to Georgie the season before, so you wonder what it'll be like by the end of this season. Then maybe I'll be wanting.
You've got the Brendan connection, mate. You know the guy personally, so
yeah. So that'd be nice. But it just seems without them in it, it just seemed a bit. It seems a bit better now, but I guess we just need to work on that connection with the players.
I know what you mean, because it's not even just the connection, but the scope for growth, because they were all so talented and so young that if you got to the Premier League, you could see, wow, what a player they would be in 2, 3, 4 years.
None of those players that we've all kind of grown up with the team aren't there anymore.
But you still got some old faces lurking around. You still got Nonto, who's in there. Joseph's been around for a couple of years.
He's around
as in he's been in and around the squad for a few years, and you've got Joseph, who's been coming through the academy for a few years. People have known Brendan Aronson, obviously, here a few years ago. And you spoke about, obviously, the youth in the squad. Do you think Leeds have brought in enough experience this summer to counteract?
I feel like Farkas has been trying to do that, hasn't he? Rothwell,
yeah, but do you think they've been successful in it?
We'll see by the end of the day, won't we?
Yeah.
With what? Even if we only bring Schmidt in?
How old is Schmidt? I've been at work the last 2 days, so I've not even seen anything about him.
24, I think.
So his age is a negative, but the flag's a big plus.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, I mean, I still feel like you probably think Farkas probably trying to get a bit more mentality in that squad as well, right?
Yeah, for sure.
No, Adam.
So, how would you rate the window?
I mean, losing Georgie was big. I think that was one that came out of nowhere. I thought we were all kind of on it that he would definitely stay. He's in my FPL squad now, though, but it's not really
See if he gets some game time, yeah?
And keeping Willie's good, but I mean, maybe, I don't know, that guy that you had on that said that there was this big uproar in the squad of all these players. Now we're saying that all of them are out except one, that maybe you hope that there's a bit more of a positive mentality behind the scenes. I'm not saying I believe it, I'm just saying...
No, of course, yeah, no, I hear that.
It's funny that he's got rid of everyone but one of them. But,
it's it's a good point, actually, that you make there. It's a very good point.
You hope then it's like Willie's not got his mates around him, that maybe he's just got to put his head down, concentrate a bit.
100%. Yeah. Right, Scott, thank you so much for coming on, man. We'll have you back, hopefully, yeah? Sorry about that. I had to run off to Bog.
About inside, I'll let you know.
Yes, yeah, let us know. Mate. Also, get that coffee sent over, man.
I will.
Legend, man. Thank you very much. There we go. Oh, did you say
I just said see you later.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. Big up. I didn't want to... I felt rude just like leaving him with that when he went, you know what I mean? He might have actually said she's just text. Turns out he's coming in. I don't know, but he's coming in, so I had to let him jump back in.
Pause.
No, I don't believe in all that shit, me. If you're saying pause all the time, bloody hell, man, we'd never get anywhere. Right, big up to my main man, Claudio. Legend of the game, is Big Clouds. Right, okay, I was talking about Tashes. This might, I mean, it could potentially be the best looking man we've ever had on this channel, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Better
Ben.
than you.
Ben. He's looking surprised. Yeah, better looking than me,
these
man.
days, man. You're looking good, man. You're looking fresh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's welcome in Ben. Ben, how you doing, my man?
Alan, how are we?
Yeah,
The
good, man.
hair
How
is
are you? I know.
I only have a tash because I can't grow a beard.
Ah, right, okay.
No, but you've got
See?
the chin. You
There
got
go.
you got the full chin as well, man. You're looking
Got
sharp.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well,
How
thank
you
you very
feeling?
much coming from you. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Don't meet your idols, as they don't know.
Oh, really? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, no, well, you're all right as well, JT.
Thank you.
How we doing?
At least he knows my name. Unlike that, what was his name from before?
Yeah,
Did I
William.
pronounce it
Is
right?
that guy?
Did I pronounce it right?
What?
What?
Your name?
Mine? JT. Yeah. he's
Murray?
Huh?
I'm getting on about the Prague thing.
Oh, the
Oh,
Parag
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
going back. You
Parag
see me?
McGath.
Mate, he's coming on smoke, man. I love
Parag
it, man.
McGath.
Well, then, yeah.
He's got the smile of an angel. He's got the hair of a. I don't even know the words.
Going
man. It's
thin.
still coming. Huh?
Oh.
I'm going thin on top.
No,
I'm shaving
no,
off
no.
soon. I'll be Joseph.
Oh,
Yeah, it happens to us all, man. It happens to us all.
It does.
Mine started going back at about 6, though. Do you know what I mean?
Well, my dad's fine. 3 of my brothers are fine. Yeah, I've not.
No.
It's wounded. Yeah, it still look all right, man. You've got it. It's like a lion's mane, mate. You can't really complain.
I think it works, mate. I think it looks good, and the color of it is popping, mate. And just much like you, mate, you've got a lot of charisma, mate. I like you already. So how you feeling right now? Hit me, talk to me. How you feeling with Leeds?
I'm very nervous because I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear when Archie went. I was absolutely
Oh, really?
devastated.
Yeah,
Georgia
that's
didn't think would go,
Yeah.
and then, but have you seen the Facebook post when they announced when they did the Queen thing?
Yeah. Ayo,
After that, they played Hammer to Fall. So I'm
Yes.
thinking, is it Hammer to follow?
Yeah.
I have to say they did nab that off someone. There was a Leeds fan I saw tweeted it the night before. If they don't announce,
Oh no, they
AO
did say
this
thank you.
video-
You know, Craig Wilson
did
did
they?
a tweet saying thank you to that lad for suggesting it.
Ah, really?
But yeah, the hammer to fall. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
If they put the same video up, it'd be great.
Oh, it'd be
and then
so,
go into it.
Yeah, because I've seen that clip so many times. They go hammer to fall when he does it. Freddie Mercury. It'd be class, man. It would be. But are you confident that happens though, Ben?
No, not at all. No.
Neither am I.
To be fair, I don't know much about players that aren't associated to Leeds that much.
No,
So when they're
yeah,
saying Salah and all this stuff, I don't even know anything about him.
No,
but I've
of
heard
course.
that he'd be a very good signing.
Yeah.
Knocked
No,
Scotland out the Euros, mate. So you know, already a cult hero around here.
Oh, see.
Sorry to any Scottish people watching. I do not go along with
I'm
that
not
narrative.
sorry, mate. You deserve to get knocked out. You know, washed international team. Think you're the big uns because you got an odd draw against England. Get out of here, man.
How do you rate? What do you think we're ready, Ben, with what we've got at the minute? Are we in a stable position?
Well, before the last week, I had us for 6th.
Really?
But yeah, but now we're to smash it, ain't we?
Love that. Love that, Ben. Love that. Wait, so are we going to win the league based on what you've seen in this final week?
I think I'm nervous about Sheffield for some reason.
Well, there's reasons.
Which one?
I think they're yeah. I feel like their starting 11 is very good.
Yeah.
I don't think they've got the depth like I think we've got now. Maybe.
That's like a kid's paddling pool, mate. No depth.
It's terrible in there.
Uh,
Terrible line.
No, I think Burnley are going to
Thinking
struggle
like
now.
West
They've lost
Brom.
all the players.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think Burnley will struggle, to be fair, because they've lost so many players, haven't they? So many players. And Sheffield United, you are right. I think they've got a great first 11. What's underneath that, we don't know.
Yeah.
they look like they're doing well to hold on to some of their players as well, to be fair, because Arblaster and some others are still there. Obviously, Hamer's still there as well, which I've been saying I would love nothing more for him to come to Leeds and score a goal against them. I've got a feeling now he does that against us, to be fair, and then we have to deal with that.
I just want to watch Wilder suffer.
Yeah, same. I think we all do, right? Because he ended up winning the battle against Bielsa, if you remember, and he called us Muppets from Leeds and stuff, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're not even from Leeds, mate, so,
What's that, sorry, mate?
Bloody Halifax merchant. You're not even from Leeds, so, you don't even calibre for that bloody plastic.
I'm from Boston.
You're from Boston?
It was #1 murder capital at one point.
Oh, really? Wait, you're from the States?
No.
No.
Boston, UK.
Boston,
We
what?
went over and found Boston, USA.
Yeah.
Well, we.
Oh, mate, my geography's terrible, mate.
Yeah, so he came. So what happened there, Ben? He came trying to mock me, and he made himself look like a tit. That's basically what he did. This is what he does.
Going back and
This is
forth.
what he does.
This is what he does.
This is what he's good at. He'll
Mate,
try to say
as
something
me and
funny
you
and then
making a
look
tit out
silly.
of ourselves, there seems to be a bit of respect between the two of them. You know what I mean?
He's like, I'm going to show off here, and then he goes, "Oh fuck, I'll get me coat."
Yeah, what's the accent?
I'll get my dressing gown. I'm out of here.
So I tell you what, to finish up, how do we get on tomorrow against Hull City at Ellen Road? What's the score going to be, Ben?
3-1.
3-1 Leeds. Have you got some goal scorers for us?
I think Joseph's going to get his first one of the season.
League goal. Yeah.
I've got a feeling Strout's going to get one.
It's a good shout from a set piece. Good shout.
We haven't
And
scored
then
a set piece in Flip.
Melier, just for shits and giggles, Melier, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. Listen, Ben, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for
very
giving
much.
up your time, man. Thank you very much.
Love it, man.
Yeah, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
one.
There we go. What a lovely man. What a lovely man, both in demeanour and looking. He was gorgeous, wasn't he? He was quite arguably.
And he was very entertaining as well.
Yeah,
He was very
he was.
entertaining, man.
Yeah.
Good, very warm personality.
Yeah, it was. We've got someone who might be beating him though. We've got someone who might be beating him for the hair stakes coming up next though, and also has a great beard and tash to match as well. It's Mr. JC. Are you ready, JC?
JC.
He's there. Here we go.
You got long hair and a beard as well.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, JC, JT. There seems to be a bit of respect going here, man. I don't know. Quite have
You're just a
nothing
little bit
else to
further
do.
down the alphabet than me, that's all.
Yeah. Big up, Jay. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Very good. How are you feeling?
Yeah. I mean, with the whole window situation, start of the window, hated it with Archie going, obviously, and then seeing that Bogle coming, thought, okay, we're making moves, then nothing, and seeing Krieg go, and then Kamara, then Georgie, and I was ready to fly all the way to San Francisco and start doing a bit of a shakedown, mate, to be fair.
I'd have come with you, Jay. I'd have come with you.
But no, I'm really pleased with the Ramazani deal. I think that's fantastic. And Solomon as well. I mean, the guy's Champions League. You know what I mean? He's coming to the Championship for us. Yeah. So if he can stay fit, which is the big if with him, you know, we've got an absolute baller there, in my opinion. So
yeah, I think so as well.
And Tanaka as well coming in today. I've followed his career since he's been linked. I've followed his career for at least 24 hours. So,
he's a bloody Tanaka Ultra, this guy.
I was thinking, he went from last year, I was thinking, wow, he's done 12 months of scouting. 24 hours, love it, bro. Love it. How did he get on in them 24 hours? What's impressed you the most?
It's decent, mate. I mean, there's about a 6-minute clip on YouTube. Yeah. We're winning the league, mate. Single-handedly, he's going to win the league for us. It's fine.
No, I feel it. You touched on Solomon, actually, on him. Where do you think he fits into the Leeds team? Where would you play him?
I think he'll probably go on the left side because it's his favourite side. I have a feeling that we're just going to swap everyone around. I think it'll just be a case of if they play Solomon, Ramazani, and Nonto in those three positions, no one will know where they're playing. I think it'll just be a case of Nonto will pop up on the left, then in the 10. And then Ramazani will stick on the right, but then come up over on the left. I just think the fluidity that we're going to have, it's just going to confuse so many teams. It might also confuse our own team at times. Bogle and Burpo in that Pompey game springs to mind. But, you know, I think it'll work really well. So I think they'll sit in their normal position. I think Nonto will probably drift into the 10 because I think against Sheffield Wednesday when he played central, he just looked unbeatable. Really, he looked so calm on the ball still. So yeah.
To be fair, it might work perfectly with what you're saying. Might work perfectly with Fox traditional flipping 5 strikers on the pitch at the end of the game. So it might actually work with the fluidity we'd have in there. Sorry, Joe. What were you gonna?
No, I was gonna ask: is there one area of the pitch, Jay, that you would have liked to improve that we haven't or don't look like we're going to?
I think like everyone, the 10. I think either a backup 9 to Joseph. I would love to have seen Jebison come in.
Yeah, someone like
as
that.
a backup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think either a backup 9 because I think Jer said on your channel many times the best ability is availability. I know that Patrick Bamford's availability this season is probably not going to be great until around the Christmas period, which is when he comes to life, scores a few goals, gets us all excited again, thinking he's back, and he disappears again. I think it's going to be one of them. That's what I would have liked to have seen. If we lost Voba, another centre back would have been good as well, but. I think with Ethan being able to slot back there, although I don't want to see it, he can drop in there if we need him to. But I think a 10 would have been perfect for us. I think just that final puzzle piece, I think would have been great. And if we got Hamer, it would be fantastic just for the shits and giggles with Sheffield United that we can have with them. But I think the one I would actually really like to see is Elias Chair. I would have loved to have seen him coming as the 10.
A lot of people have suggested it, mate, as well, to be honest. And obviously, not many clubs have gone there, so you do wonder if he hadn't been an absolute weapon, then hopefully, we could have had a situation where, he maybe will have come, but I think his past probably is causing that deal not to go ahead, you'd think, eh?
No, definitely. I think it's definitely going to put a lot of teams off. Otherwise, I think there would have been I don't want to say bigger teams than Leeds United because there are no bigger teams than Leeds United. But a team maybe from a higher division in Europe would have probably come in for him if it wasn't for what happened.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. How do you think we'll get on tomorrow? Like, what do you think in terms of a lineup and stuff, Jay? Like, obviously, with everything considered, like we've got no James, he's injured, for example. So, how do you think they'll set up tomorrow?
I think we'll probably see the back four exactly the same, midfield the same with Guerrero and Ampadu. I'd like to see Tanaka on the bench just so he can kind of experience a home game from the bench at Ellen Road, just so you can see what it's all about, just so he knows what he's let himself in for. And then, it'll probably be Nonto, Harrison and Solomon, I imagine.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably start Harrison just because of the way he's played against Sheffield Wednesday and he's 2 goals as well. So confidence is high. And then, just Joseph up top because we haven't really got any other option up there. So I think Solomon will probably come in just because I think that's the one that Farker seems really excited by. If you listen to that press conference, the way he talks about Solomon in that is like, he's ready. So I think he's going to be the top man, I think.
Definitely. I think I'd have to agree with you, Jay. Listen, brother, thank you so much for coming on and giving us your time, and hopefully we'll see you again, yeah?
No, definitely. Thanks very much, fellas. Have a good evening, yeah?
Oh, thank you so much.
And you, Jay. Thank you very much. What a legend. Someone said in the chat, everybody's a legend, it turns out. It's what we keep saying, isn't it? What a legend.
Because you are legends, mate. That's the thing, mate. It would just attract good people into this chat. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, no, exactly. I agree with you. And do you know what? To, come on as well, it's not easy, right? If you've not done it before, to come on. So big up to everyone that does come on. Next up, we've got Jason Taylor. I think it's a debut for Jason Taylor as well, so let's welcome him in. Jason, how are you, my man?
Evening, gents.
How are you doing? All good?
Yeah, good. Evening, JT, from the actual proper JT.
Oh, there we go. Jason Taylor, the real JT.
Oh, well, I like it, mate. JT squared. How are you doing today, mate? How are you feeling?
Yeah, all good. Well, apart from, I don't think this transfer window has been as good as it could be. Parag said at the start of the season, we are 5 weeks ahead of where we were last season. And I don't think we are. We've left everything until the last week.
Yeah.
And it's not good enough.
No, I agree. And who do you blame for that, Jason?
Well, it's got to be down to one, the scouting department, because they've known for 12, 18 months what we need, and then down to the chairman, because at the end of the day, he pulls the purse strings.
That's true. It's true, JT, isn't it?
He says, right, okay, there's the money for this player, there's the money for this player.
No, I agree.
No.
I agree. Go on, JT, sorry.
Mate, you're confusing me. Which JT you're talking to?
Oh,
here?
sorry. I meant you.
Going in a spiral here,
This
man.
is Jason. This is Jason. Sorry,
He's completely thrown my head in a spiral, unlike much like Leeds' owners. So obviously you're not happy. Do you think we're one player short with the 10, or do you think we're still a couple of players short? And do you also think we've maybe gone in on the cheap on a couple?
The 10 we've been crying out for. When did Pablo leave? 2-3 years ago.
Time ago now, mate.
Yeah, we've been crying out for that since then. Somebody to unlock a defence, and it's not been good enough, has it? We on every content creator's stream has been, we need that someone to just sit there, pick a pass, and when teams are sitting in the low block, which majority of the teams do because it's Leeds, sit back, right, come and attack us.
That's true. It is, man. It is true. Who are you most impressed by, Jason, in terms of who we've brought in? Who are you most excited to see in?
I think Solomon, to be honest. I think he's going to be an absolute weapon for us. Yeah. Absolute weapon. He's got the experience. He's dynamic. Keep him fit. That's the main thing. Keep him fit. If
we could see him off the bench a bit because of the fitness issues.
I think he starts tomorrow. Tomorrow I think he starts.
Really?
Yeah, I do as well. I think he starts
over
on the
Ramazani.
left. Yeah, I don't think. Based on the presser, Farker almost made out that Ramazani, we've got to give him time and stuff. And then he said about Solomon, he's ready. He's played in Champions League. He's played in England before. So I think he might go Solomon, Nonto, or Solomon, Arrington, Nonto behind Joseph. I think maybe that's how it'll go. Do you think we'll win tomorrow, Jason?
3-0.
3-0, nice and easy, yeah.
Yeah, clean sheet. Yeah. Just. No mistakes at the back. Keep it tight. 3-0.
Yeah, I like that.
I think
innit? No mistakes at the back. Keep it tight, lads.
yeah. I think Joseph gets off the mark, which will give him lots and lots of confidence, which he needs, because he's been found a bit wanting in front of goal. He's had the chances, but he just seems to that little bit of confidence. I think he gets one tomorrow, and then hopefully the floodgates open.
Yeah. For Joseph, you mean he just then scores 2s and 3s? Yeah. I hear it. I think it's a fair shout. Where you at? Where do you stand on Farker? Happy or not?
I am. I thought last year we were found a bit wanting in certain games where he should have subs. You know what it's like. Everybody's a critic. We're all critics, aren't we? You should have done this. You should have done this. You should have done this. It's easy to sound on sidelines, but we could all see space opening up in certain places. Why want the ball played there? Why want the ball played there? And we all look at the manager and go, why didn't you bring this player on at this certain point when they know that they can change the game?
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Hopefully he gets things right this time, Jason, and we get promoted as champions. What are you saying? Are you on it?
Top 2. I don't mind if we go up second. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about automatic. That's all we need.
Yeah,
automatic.
Yeah, agreed.
Who do you think is going to be up there with us?
Well, there's I think Sheffield United.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Be a
comfortable.
good battle. It could be a good battle, boy. Jason, listen, thank you very much for your debut. Hopefully, we'll see you again, my man.
Yeah.
Right, I'm always in the chat, guys. Anyway.
There you go. Big up
See
to
you
Jason
soon, brother.
Taylor. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
Right, there we go. What a legend. See, it's nice to be able to bring everyone on. We've got two people left, and we'll probably, looking at the time, we'll probably leave it, because that'll take us up to the end. So we've got Logan and Rickard. So yeah, we'll wait to bring these lads in. Before we do though, Sean Ely says, thanks for letting me on, Joe. Appreciate the chat. Can't wait for Rice and Grealish to get pelters at the area next week. I didn't realise Ireland had a football team, do you know, JT? I didn't realise small nations managed to get into competitions and all that.
Yeah, well, that's a bit of a rough one as an Armenian myself who's never qualified for any competition, so I can't really.
So do you rep? Are you an England fan or Armenian?
Well, I'm half, mate. I'm half. I love both of them. You know, I'm mixed.
You try to make me feel bad, yeah?
Yeah.
Armenia rubbish as well. Who's
mate? I've just said Johnny Foreigner. That's what it is. We're our team, but
who plays for Armenia though?
Well, we've only had Mkhitaryan. That's pretty much
Mkhitaryan, yeah.
I think I could get into our national team. It's that cheap at the moment. I'm not gonna lie
Do
to
it,
you,
man. Do it.
You're Armenian.
Oh, there you go.
United troll. No, are you actually?
There he is.
Parevich Bezes, my man. Are you actually?
Do that again. I don't think you got that right.
What do you mean?
Your pronunciation's that bad. I'm not Armenian, and I know whatever he said was wrong.
Is correct, mate. You absolutely.
Go on, do it again.
Parev inch Bezes.
Okay, nice.
If you know, you know. Yes,
if you know, you know.
Oh, damn right. D'Ambrosio. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Did he just say Paragmagate in Armenian? Right.
Let's bring in Planet, mate. That's what I'm going to say.
Fuck off. Right, let's bring in Rick. I'm assuming it's Richard, but it might, maybe it's the spelling. I don't know. Rickard. Is it Richard? Rickard? How am I pronouncing it, bro? Hang on, let's bring it closer.
It doesn't matter, really.
Richard or Rickard?
It's Rickard in Swedish, but Richard, it's the same thing.
Ah, cool. How would you like me to call you? What would you like?
Your pronunciation is actually quite good, so...
So not like this guy above me. So not like this.
No. He's being polite, mate. Is it Rickard or Rickard? No.
Rickard. So it's pretty close.
Frank Rijkaard, eh? Frank Rijkaard, there.
Kind of.
Yeah. You look like Frank Rijkaard in the team, mate. But
yeah. So Rickard, thank you first and foremost for the super chat earlier on, my guy. Thank you for that. How are you feeling? Come on, talk to us about Leeds United and the current state of affairs.
I think it's going to be a better season than last. More of a team, not as much individuals like last season. And yeah, that's what I think. And I hope that Farke loosens the handbrake a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit too much control in the games. That's what I think. I like more, a little more
full throttle, pedal to the metal,
more Bielsa.
Yeah.
Not this pep control thing that everyone's doing. It. I don't know. I like more old school. Just go. Yeah.
Do you think he has the players to go a bit more balls to the walls now, though? Or do you think he's still missing a couple?
It depends on how he want to set up. If he want to go through the middle like he usually does, we probably need a 10. Or someone kind of like Aronson that can go drift in and out and interchange with the other wingers. And so it's to get it a more fluid 3 behind the striker. But Pirro gets a lot of slack.
Defend him. Come on, Rickard. Defend him. Here we go. The Pirro Defense League, the PDL. Come on.
Yeah, kind of. Last year when Rutter was kind of bad after his hernia, he usually... what I saw was he was crowding Pirro almost and didn't come back and occupy the spaces that he should have been. But I'm not the coach. I'm maybe wrong, but it was like Pirro went back instead of Rutter, and he got a lot of shit for it. I don't know.
No, I think. Listen, I do. I've been annoyed watching him of late. Can't get away from that fact. Really, really frustrated. But we can't.
It's not been good.
No. And what we can't do, we can't come away from the fact, Rickard, that he did score 13 goals. He was involved last season. You know, you cannot get away from that fact. A lot of people said pre-season that you know he were going to have a big season, and we were going to really see it this time around. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, though, does it? If we're being honest.
It depends. I don't know a lot about Ramazani and the other guys, but if we surround Pirro with runners around them, so he can be this sluggish, kind of arrive late, do the things that he did well in Swansea. You probably get a lot of more joy out of Pirro. So he doesn't have to be like the hub that everything goes through in the middle. So if he can just receive the ball and tap it out on the wings or whatever, it's like play one touch or something, that it doesn't have to carry the ball or anything like that. Just funnel it through to the other guys and then feed off them. Then maybe be top scorer, but I don't think Park is gonna do that. It's basically changing the whole team.
Yeah, just for him. And you're right, like, because we've seen when he's picking it up deep or on the halfway line and we're expected to transition quick, he's just too slow on the ball. He's not mobile enough, is he? So he wants to be on the edge of the box, finishing off the moves and whatnot. But I just think it's so quick that by the time we've got up there, he's nowhere to be seen. Whereas, like, if we looked at Aronson, for example, he was involved early on in the move. Then he finishes the move off against Wednesday, doesn't he? Because he's got that pace, that that speed of thought about him. But there's clearly a player in there. But whether or not it'll be at Leeds United, we'll have to wait and see. But you're probably right. He probably just get battered a little bit too much.
Do you think the way you're describing you want him to play, surely that only really works in the number 9 role? Because if you're playing in that number 10 role with the way we play, he has to be the hub. He has to be someone bumming around. He has to be someone to link everything up. The only way you're describing works is the number 9. And do you think he has the desired qualities to be that number 9?
No.
No, not for us, is it?
But what it's more like a totally other type of system than that Farke is playing. So
you want him to change the system up a little bit?
No. I don't know. It's just if we're talking about Pirro, that's probably what you have to do. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. You know,
I was
any
just
criticism
getting
is
off
not...
to the side from the Pirro defense.
Yeah.
But it's like Andrea Lockie and a lot of others have been saying it doesn't fit our system. That's just how it is. And if we want to get the best out of him, that's what I was describing. Is probably what we have to do. But change the whole team or how we play for one player is probably not the way.
Yeah, no, I agree. How do you see tomorrow going, Rickard?
I hope he plays like like last game, a little bit more fluidity, more movement off the ball. Because when we're slow and
side to side, static.
Static, yeah. It's like lines like this and not going all interchanging, and it's probably gonna be rough if we're seeing what we did in the last games before the in the end of last season. But if we continue like we did last time, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Give us a score prediction, Rickard, before we let you go, man.
3-1.
3-1. I'll take it. I'd love a clean sheet, but I would take it. Rickard, thank you very much for contributing as always, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Good
Cheers,
man.
man.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Right, we did have one more left, but then Ethan's come back. Ethan's been for his haircut and also for his tea, so we've got to finish with Ethan. We've got to let him. But before we do, let's bring in Logan Leeds. He's probably got a better beard than me. I've got a little bit of beard envy. I can't lie to you. Here we go, Logan. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. You?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Thank you for coming on. What do you want to tell us, man? How are you feeling about it all?
I don't know, a bit. Well, like I said, like what JT said at the start of it, last week it were a bit of a shambles, like what Burnley are in at the moment, and I don't really know too much of that, but my girlfriend's been pretty quiet because she's a big, massive Burnley fan. Family's a big Burnley fans as well, so it's a bit of tension, like, but yeah,
mate, we play him after international break. It'll be like war.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, but last week I'd have said the 4 players that were signed, I'd have been happy, really. But with names we've been linked with, and Gus Hamer as well, bid with that were a bit of a surprise. But thinking about it, I think taking us forward to the Premier League, I think he could be the man to do it, to be honest. Especially has he got 3 assists already? As well.
2 assists and a goal,
2
I think.
assists and a goal, yeah. With Aronson as well kicking on, I fancy him at number 10 and potentially Willie Monto and Hamer either side on wings as well. I think they look good. And I think Joseph just needs that 1 goal, and I think he'll kick on, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you reckon, JT?
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I think Joseph has been phenomenal. He just needs that, as you said, that ball to bounce in the back of the net. I thought he was buzzing around. He's been so unfortunate not to get that. The only question is, obviously, with him going the full season at his young age, that's my only question mark, is are the wheels eventually going to fall off? And do you think we have adequate replacements in behind him, or do you think we should have strengthened in with another number 9 potentially?
Yeah, I think we should have strengthened with number 9, and I think with Joffrey as well. I think he were linked with Plymouth one at some point, but I'm not sure what happened with that. But I think it may be time for him to go in January, open that space up for, say, someone potential to come in and fill that. But I think leading up to January, I think we do have enough. If we get another signing, maybe. I think we do get another signing, I'd be happy. If that's defensively, or we get Gus Hamer or player to come in. But
I think you're right. That's the thing, and I think that seems to be the general gist. Is like we do have enough. We do have enough for this division, but we'd all just like for once Leeds United to go, fuck it, we're going to absolutely smash it, in fact, and we're going to buy that player, and we're going to, guarantee... Because I know it sounds wild, you can never guarantee anything, but if you do bring in Hamer or someone of that quality, it does take you to that next level, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was reflecting from last year, with the squad we have, the team we had, obviously I know the competition were a lot different with Southampton, Leicester, and, well, Ipswich coming out of nowhere, but it were hard to believe that we didn't get promoted, really, or we were actually...
Are you part of the 90-point trophy crew, like me?
Yeah, I'm a bit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
When I went to Wembley, we were pretty quiet, drive back home, like...
imagine.
Yeah,
How'd you get the tickets is my question, mate. I live around the corner. I couldn't even get myself down to Wembley.
I would...
Oh? Mate, that's it. Oh, the secret source of the tickets has knocked him
off. He didn't want to tell.
No, sorry, he didn't want to tell.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, like, no, feeling that way.
Yeah, no, I was just fortunate, to be honest. I just went on Leeds, and there were next
on ballot.
Jumped on it, car straight down next day. So very
nice.
lucky, to be honest. But yeah, it would have an hard doubt. But I think we were both poor on day.
Yeah, it was not a great game, was it?
Yeah,
it wasn't, man.
It were just two poor teams playing against each other on that day, and they just snatched it, and that's how it were. But yeah, we're still on by it.
Yeah, it was a really poor game. But have you been excited by what you've seen so far? We had the draw against Portsmouth. We had the poor performance down at West Brom, and then a good performance against Sheffield Wednesday. Are you confident? Look, we're still unbeaten, aren't we? At end of day, Logan?
Yeah. Well, the Portsmouth one, when we got that penalty, I thought we've done these because the first 20 minutes we were outstanding.
Yeah, amazing.
It was just one of them days. It were unlucky, but it was one of them days. But we should have won. We didn't. We got a point. West Brom, it was like a game of chess. It was just whoever we were going to thing in. I was happy with draw going down there because they're not. They're not a rubbish team to play against. So, but the Middlesbrough game, that were getting beat on his own patch like that. That were I went happy about that as well. So it's something that we shouldn't really see again.
So how do you feel tomorrow? How are you feeling?
Kicking on.
Optimism wise, with the signings that we brought in, say it is Tanaka, say it is Schmidt, we probably expect a couple of them in the squad.
Yeah.
How do you think? Like, do you think it's a statement performance needed? Do you think it's just points needed on the board? Like, what would you say you want to see tomorrow to really give you that confidence to show that this has been a decent window?
Yeah, I think tomorrow's good. I think tomorrow's definitely winnable with the players that we signed. I don't have no doubt about that. It's I think we'll beat them fairly comfortably. I think we're defence in the last 2 games as well, keeping clean sheets as well. I think pushing forward against these, Ellen Road as well, we should beat them 2-0 comfortably. So, but kicking on, I'd say Burnley's going to be an hard game.
Oh, it will.
But like you say, this league there's that many games, and like I said, we drew against Portsmouth. It all can happen. It's hard to really predict, but I think we are going to have that home record strong again this year.
Yeah.
So, I hope it does kick on anyway and keeps like that, because it's always good going to Ellen Road and watching us win at least anyway.
Of course, it is.
Yeah.
Logan, you're a legend, man. Thank you very much for coming on, bro. Thanks for contributing. And if you can teach me how to grow it past here on the beard, let me know, yeah?
Yeah,
you got a very nice chin, mate. I'm jealous.
Top of my head now, though,
Bro, can I be real, right? We're sat here and we can see you down here, yeah? And I'm watching you and you're going, I think, he knows.
It's like a whiff.
I could see you going, I need to make sure this little bit's covered. I looked and I thought, that were me. Logan, man. Legend. See you in a bit, brother. Cheers, what a guy. What a guy. It was class. I was watching it. It was going, I put a message in the chat. Logan, man, your hair looks lovely. Leave it alone. What a guy. That was class.
Mine's tied back, so I don't even have the ability to do that. So, when I start getting peak, it starts getting peak.
Yeah, man, honestly, it is what it is. I've been there. Right, to finish up, he couldn't make it at the start. He was getting his hair cut. Then he came back and had to dip out because his tea was on, but he's back and he's going to finish the show for us. He's got a red hat on as well, so I'm thinking he might have a... Oh, what have I done? I've turned my camera off. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was trying to turn the timer off. Right, Ethan, you're here to finish the show, my man. Let's bring him in. Man like Ethan. Oh, he's got the SFI!
Beautiful.
Yes, Ethan! Let's go!
I didn't get the memo. How are you, brother?
How are you?
Very, very good, mate. Very, very good. Feeling optimistic that we're going to get some more players through the door, or do you think it's just Schmidt?
I hope so. We need a new attack. If we what we did this year, we need a new attack. We need to.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We do. We definitely do. If we want to guarantee the league, like you said, Ethan, we need that number 10, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get it?
No, not now.
Nah.
It's harder or shoot. Good. You know that now. Go to Hacker.
So you like Tanaka Schmidt? They're okay coming in, right?
Yeah.
But
I Tanaka. He will go better here. Where we got a Kanana.
Yeah.
You can take a go with Kakaga go. Yeah. I get you go there.
Yeah, he will start sooner or later. You're right. You know, in terms of the weekend against Hull City, we know Dan James isn't in. Where do we think it all fits? Like so we'll have Joseph in the 9. What we thinking behind Matteo, Ethan?
Gotta get you get Wigan on toe, one way.
Yeah.
Then you get Corner that way.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can know it.
Yeah. And do you think he'll play Aronson in the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Pirro. We don't want Pirro, bro, do we?
No. I know what to get go again in no 10. No, hold on.
Nah. We don't want no Pirro in the 10.
It's funny how it's all changed, yeah, because I remember the first time I hadn't been on his show for like a year or so, and then the first time I came on, I was saying, listen, mate, why the hell is he playing Pirro in the 10? And this was early doors last season when he scored 10 goals, and I had a bit of a debate with a Leeds fan. I'm not just going to dunk on you. Everyone in the chat was roasting me. Everyone was saying he's clueless, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You were roasting me. Jack City Elite.
I said you were. Yes.
I'm done. That's it.
Hats in the chat for Ethan. Hats in the chat for Ethan, man.
I've been cooked. I was trying to cook other people, and I've been.
This is what always happens to you, man.
I can't reply. That's finished me off. But no, I'm saying also. Although people have turned and have joined the idea that he maybe doesn't fit the system, I bad news that I do believe he is going to play quite a few games in the number 10 role this season.
Yeah. Do you think he'll start tomorrow, JT?
Maybe not tomorrow because Aronson has been firing on all cylinders. But the second there is a dip in form of Brendan Aronson, or there is an option to get him in, I think you will see Perot slide himself into that number 10 role.
How no? The fan base. The fan base will be like not happy.
You think they care, mate? You think he cares about the fan base when he leaves it to the 70th minute and brings 5 players on and puts 4 strikers on the pitch, mate? Don't you worry about it, Sunshine. You will be seeing JP10 back in the side. But how many other players do you think of the new signings that we've made we will see in the squad tomorrow, Ethan?
Only 2. Okay.
Which ones do you think those will be?
It will be Wakagani. I would be Tanaka and I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, Ramazani and Tanaka. I'd like that. I'd personally put. What you said earlier kind of scared me that he was saying Ramazani's going to have to work his way into the team because I think he should be straight.
No, he had to. He could go to he gave a good goal. He can't hold it. That would go.
Yeah. He did do. He'll need time. Yeah, he needs to get used to it. The Championship, different level. I mean, we've seen Marino go to training. We've seen Marino go to training for Arsenal and get absolutely poleaxed by Gabriel, and now he's out for a month.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is English football. It's a totally different kettle of fish. Yeah. Ethan, give us a score prediction to finish up.
They go how to wear they got a new now, not only gonna have that, Googie had that, they get that had that, Googie there to go to Ike, go not only gonna there, go to Ike, we go where they want and copy a hole, and we got a hole they go. I go 2 walk Ike, 2 whole Kiki. I need Naka.
We're going to beat them, yeah? Not Hull City. Leeds 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. But you're right, mate. New manager, new system. Jacob Greaves gone to Ipswich. All these players left. You bang on the money. Leeds United, at home, clean sheet. Boom, 2-1. I love it. I think we'll get a clean sheet, by the way. I think we'll get a clean sheet. I think we will, Ethan. I think it's going to be light work. There we go. Well, Ethan, thank you so much for coming on. Love the hat, by the way, brother.
Beautiful.
Hope your haircut's looking good. Is it looking good? See, man, looking good. Looking good, man. There we go.
Fresh, mate. Sillet Bang-esque, that is.
Yeah, man. Ethan, thank you for coming on. Enjoy your evening, bro, okay? See you later, bro. Thank you, man. Bye-bye. There we go. I love when he came and just bitch slapped you, mate, with that.
Yeah,
you do talk rubbish. You do talk rubbish. Right, okay. That's everybody. What a show, bro. Yeah. What a show, though. 2 hours worth of fan
2 hours
dialing.
for like 20 minutes because it was so fun.
I know. Yeah. Did you have fun, bro?
I had a great time, and it's as I said, it's always great getting a refreshing. Bloody hell, my brain is cooked.
Yeah.
A refreshing set of perspectives out there because we can go back and forth for days. We
Yeah,
all have our particular views. You know, we're plastic people that don't even go to games. You know, especially you. And then it's good to get perspectives from the lifeblood of the fan base. And everyone in here has been so kind. Some of you people, it was your first time in, and as
It
you
was
said,
great.
it takes a lot of the old cojones, the stagats to come on camera. And some of you were extremely, you know, you're naturals, mate. The charisma was flying off your faces as you were speaking. So, so much.
There's a few people that I was thinking of replacing you with for next time.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, maybe. Yeah, I don't even have a comeback for that. I've been.
JT be like, "Can I come on?" I'll say, "Yeah, member." If not, no.
Mate, are you kidding me? I should be getting a slice of some of these. The amount of super chats we've seen flying over here.
Mate, I'm not even in a position to be able to be.
Title, this guy didn't even give me the rub.
You are in. I'm not even in a position to pay and live myself, let alone start paying contributors, mate. One day.
I'm joking.
One day.
Of course
but
not,
when
mate.
that happens, bro, there's a lot more people in front of the queue for you.
You mean than me? You mean than me? You failed that one a bit.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? I did. Yeah.
If they're in the queue for me, that would be like they're eating me. You know what I mean?
Big up. Yeah, legend. Listen, everyone in the chat, thank you so much. I'm going to go rest up now. We've got a stream at 9 o'clock with myself, Andrea and Lockie. Depending on how the window shows, finishes. Say if it finishes at 11 and we've had some positives, we'll get some more people in for 11 till 12 to celebrate it. But I've got a feeling it might end up on a bit of a damp squib. But yeah, we'll be assessing the window, what's needed, did we do enough and stuff with Lockie and Andrea at 9. Make sure you go check out JT's channel, JT Live. JT, how many subscribers are you on, bro? Let's find
How many
out.
subscribers? We've been the support recently has been absolutely splendid. Last time I checked, it was 5,400. So I mean, you guys have been absolutely
Can we get you to
legendary recently, huh?
Can we get you to 5.5?
Can we
How
move
far are you?
on to 20,000 subscribers, guys? Let's see if we could do that. No, I'm joking, mate. If we could get to 5,500, that would beg a belief. Absolutely beg a belief.
Make it happen.
That would be a good number to round things off at. But to be honest, the support you guys have shown is absolutely phenomenal. If you do enjoy some of the content, if you like to chat a bit of shit with a southerner, if you will, maybe go down there and enjoy it. But if you think this, you know what, it's unbearable enough having 2 hours of this guy next to Joe once a week, then fair enough as well. But honestly, man, thank you so much as always, man. How have you been feeling? You know, you're asking me the question. I want to ask you, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I was excited for today. I can't lie to you. I woke up with a spring in my step. I thought this is going to be a mint day. As it's gone on, it's waned a little bit. I'm going to eat some food. I've not even eaten today, JT, you know. I didn't sleep till after 1. I woke up at 7, streaming till 10, napped, streamed. Then I got 45 minutes napping, was on Saeed's channel. Then I came straight here at 5. Now it's 7, nap. Well, no, I need to eat. So eat, and then I'll be back at 9. So,
no, I feel you, mate. I've literally been running on about 4 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep per day this whole week. Like I am. That's why I'm sorry if I was a bit quiet in like the last half an hour of people coming on.
I could see. Yeah,
I am flipping.
It's 2 hours. It was long, bro.
I feel so ill right now. It's unbelievable. But yeah.
Anyway, we'll leave it there. Anyway, big up to Parag, McGath, and we'll see you. I love you, JT. Big up to everyone, man. Thank you.